must have hurt about that special day.
We're back. All right, before we go into this, I want you to look at this.
What's this?
Would you mind telling Fantana the same thing that you told me right now?
I didn't like all the over dramatized drama in the earlier seasons, but oops, I love this scene.
Yeah, Fantana was smushy.
Would you like that if I go around and start telling people, oh, that you're average?
This was the best. I love Kefilwe. Well, so let me explain. Diamond, after seeing Kefilwe, decides to take her on a date and tries to hit on her too. He takes her out to this restaurant. Things got messy. Kefilwe invited someone, I guess who it was, Fantana. As seen, I love the scene. Kefilwe proves that she's not one to hide anything. She's one to confront issues head on. Diamond is not having it. He just feels this is a trap because, of course, we all know, considering all the dirty plans he probably had made prior to this date. But it all backfired, and I love how Kefilwe handled it.
You can't be trusted.
This Kifi meme look like I've fucked up. This is the problem of going after the old lady.
This season of Young, Famous and African really went by very fast. That came as a relief to me because I feel most of the things were staged and forced. Most of the drama were a lot forced. Well, Fantana's mom has made a post and all, and from that post, I think that she knows or she expected everything that happened to have happened. And that is giving scripted vibes. Well, I will be dropping all the tea in episode 5, 6, 7, 8 of season 3 of Young Famous African. Before we begin, I want to say thank you for watching the previous review on the first half of the series. If you haven't seen it, kindly go to my channel and be sure to tell me that you are watching that because you have seen this particular video. Let's get into it. Some of the highlights of episode 5. The biggest for me was the meeting between Kefilwe, Diamond, and Fantana. But then I hope Fantana gets to see that Diamond isn't real with her. You tell me that we are exclusive and then you take someone else on a date. What are you trying to tell me? Then there's Shakib confronting Zary about she making him feel a certain way because of the way she still sticks with Diamond.
You don't know how many times I've looked stupid because of you and Diamond.
That I feel Zary should have been more sensitive. The way she handled the matter and made Shakib feel like he was just being paranoid, I felt Zary was very insensitive. The fears of this man is very valid, and it is here that I want to give Annie all her flowers because she predicted right. Shakib did not do his preliminary investigations. He didn't do a proper reality check because if he did, he would have known from the get-go that sometimes love alone is not enough. From what I read on the blogs, I think the marriage is hitting the rocks, but hey, who am I to add juice to what the blogs say? He should have really prepped himself. That way, when all these things come up, it won't come to him as a surprise and he'll be able to go with the flow. But from the way he kept complaining, which were valid, I feel he just really wasn't prepared for all of that. But then from the remaining episodes, I got to understand why he decided to settle. We'll find out in later episodes that Shakib is one that takes his religious life seriously, that he's determined to do right. When he does the meeting with Louis and his, okay, no, let me, all right, let me not get ahead of myself. But yes, we'll later find out that this is a very principled man. And therefore, he just wanted to do right by Zary. And that, I feel, was the reason he went ahead to marry her without properly assessing if he was ready for this. In episode 6, Annie is remorseful because clearly she's done a lot of thinking back home. She does a video where she mentions that she's tired. she fell ill and she's still recovering. And yeah, I'm sorry, Annie. I'm sorry for all that you had to go through. But then the apology message she sent or posted on their platform sounded very sincere. But I got confused when she met with a friend later on, asking, did she not just apologize? What is going on here? You just apologize and somebody else brings another something and hey, you jump on it. Can she not learn to let things be without always having to say something about them? But yeah, she returns to South Africa to meet the friends and is determined to do right. And I, for one, was very proud of her in that moment. Not everyone owns up to their wrongs. Not everyone takes accountability of their actions. Whether it's fake or not, an apology is an apology. Then in that episode, Diamond throws me off. As in, how can you say that you can get Zari if you want with a snap of the finger?
Zari loves me.
I knew it. I knew it.
Bro, wait, really? Because has Shakib seen this? How does it feel? You know, whether this show is scripted, staged or not, or is real life, this ain't right. Because Zari's wedding was a real one. That Shakib will have real and actual feelings. How is he going to feel if he watched this video and find out these strong words coming from his wife's baby daddy? As in, what Diamond did was completely a low blow. He might be right, he might be spitting fact. Zari might not completely be over him, but why say it that way and why say it out loud? Knowing very well you are on a big platform. Well, another highlight for me is Nadia and Annie's Basbos for the 18th time. So Annie returns to SA, like I said, and yes, attends one of the events, and Nadia and Annie gets at each other again, and I go like, this whole scene is just needless. Did you not just apologize? Can we have one peaceful moment together without somebody going at another? But yeah, the peaceful part is when Annie meets up with Zari and apologizes. That I felt was very sincere.
I want to own up to must have hurt about that special day. I'm sorry, Zari.
You know, not everyone takes accountability, and that was surreal. That was beautiful. I'm just hoping that Zari and Annie find themselves in a better space moving forward. And yeah, there is Diamond with all his manipulative serial cheating skills. He kisses Fantana deeply in front of everybody. And you know the annoying bit? He states clearly that he did this on purpose to teach the others to mind their business. Ooh, damn. This man is a player, a confirmed player. He just wanted to give Fantana reassurance, and Fantana fell for it. Well, he publicly calls Fantana his girlfriend, and well, this scene made me feel like, Fantana, can you not see? But then, who am I? And then Kefilwe and Zari. This was an event organized by Swanky, and we were hoping that this was going to be a beautiful resolution, but things went south, and I felt like, can we not have peace for once? Yes, sometimes we want all the basbos, but too much of it, really? So Kefilwe raises the topic of Zari talking about her supposed fake wedding. Kefilwe was on the blogs, was trending just because of some staged wedding, blah, 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 and she decides to bring it up, and Zari doesn't handle it so well, because even Shakib makes a statement that feels like, oh, I feel I need to support my wife, but some of the things my wife is saying, they are heavy. I feel Zari went so overboard, But for Kefiwe to throw that drink, that was low. But then, yeah, I still love Kefiwe. I still love the aura, the whole ambience around Kefiwe. And oh, I forgot to mention this. Prior to this dinner, Louis is set to embark on this surrogacy, and he decides to interview some ladies in the presence of Shakib, so Shakib can give his opinion. And that was when I realized that Shakib is really serious about his religion or his beliefs, because he kept asking some of the ladies, or one of the ladies, that does she read her Bible. Some of the questions, he clearly shows that he has a certain belief, and if these women don't take their religion seriously, then it means that they are not ready for this. Somebody that sounds like a morally upright person. And I loved him for it. But then he ended up making Louis not make a choice at all in the end. Well, because it's quite evident that Louis might not even bring up surrogacy again. Well, Swanky and Annie are in a better place. We are hoping that the coming seasons, they don't have to revisit old wounds. And we are hoping that in real life, they are actually good. Naked does a proper proposal, because after everything went south at that dinner, at that Swanky dinner, Naked decides to do a proper proposal, and he brings out a very beautiful ring. Yeah, he proposes and asks Kaylee to marry him. And I feel that this was just hold on ring for me, because it was giving the vibes that Kaylee, I love you. I'm not ready to commit, but hold on to this. And that, I thought, Naked was just not being fair to Kaylee. She's a woman for starters. She needs stability. She probably wants kids, and she needs someone to call her own. And I don't know how long she would have to hold on to this ring. Probably they're going to do another 5 years, but I'm just hoping that Naked will do right by Kaylee. And that's a wrap for Young, Famous, and African Season 3. There definitely won't be any more episodes. Yeah. Then we anticipating season 4. I feel that we might not see Annie in season 4. That is what I'm assuming, that Annie might not show up, and probably Shakib will not show up. I just hope that we get to see Annie show up, but in a better place and with a different vibe. But yeah, if she does, I'll be glad. If she doesn't, I think it's for the good. And that's a wrap. Tell me what your expectations are for season 4. Tell me if you've seen Young, Famous, and African season 3 and binge watched all the episodes. Tell me what you think about the show and what your ratings are. Well, comparatively to all other reality shows you have seen. The name still remains Maame Abena Pokuaa. Catch you in my next video, and kindly do watch my other videos. I am not just into movie reviews. I do other videos, and you'll be glad to watch it. Catch you in the next video, and see you on the other side. Love you, screw.